Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Empathy Emporium, where everyone means well, nobody understands, and all projections are half price until closing time. After I left the Monkey's River, I wandered into town. The streets were lined with helping hands, reaching up and down. Everybody had a theory, everybody had a cure. Everybody seemed completely certain of what they weren't quite sure. A woman handed me a mirror, said, "Look, I've found your pain." I looked inside and saw her father standing in the rain. She burst into tears and hugged me like we'd solved the whole affair. Meanwhile, I was still carrying the same backpack I'd been carrying over there. Everybody wants to help me, everybody wants to know. Everybody's drawing maps of places they don't go, and I can see their good intentions shining bright and true. But sometimes all that helping needs somebody else to rescue too. We're helping, look how much we're helping. Please fill out the satisfaction survey before your suffering expires. I met a therapist with 3 clipboards and a fountain pen of gold. She listened very carefully and wrote down what I told. Then she gave me 17 diagnoses and a treatment plan in blue. When it didn't work, she frowned and wrote, "Patient remains mysteriously true." I asked, "What if the map is wrong?"
She said,
"The map has never failed."
I said,
"But we're standing in the ocean."
She said,
"According to my chart,
"You're actually a ray."
Somewhere a committee formed to discuss my complicated case. Subcommittee A blamed childhood,
Subcommittee B blames face,
Subcommittee C blamed attachments,
Subcommittee D blames shame.
By the final vote they all agreed I should probably take the blame.
Everybody wants to help me,
Everybody has a plan,
everybody's got a hammer,
and I'm apparently the can.
they keep searching for the answer,
Like it's hidden in a file. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to remember how to smile. Then I found the Philanthropy Palace, built on a hill of grants. The wealthy wore compassion badges and expensive linen pants. They hosted galas for awareness beneath chandeliers of gold, auctioning off stories of suffering like vintage bottles being sold. The MC raised his champagne glass
to helping those in need.
The crowd applauded generously.
The network while I grieve,
A giant banner hung above them
with a slogan painted bright,
transforming lives since last quarter.
sponsored by Appetite. Healing, healing,
For everyone,
premium healing, executive healing.
please see pricing options 1 through 10. I wandered through the medical midway, where prescriptions filled the air. The Ferris wheel of side effects spun slowly without care. One booth sold hope in capsules, one sold despair relief. belief. Further down stood Guru Alley, where enlightenment was sold. The basic package cost your savings, the premium package cost your soul. One guru whispered, "You are broken." Another whispered, "You are light." Both accepted major credit cards and offered workshops every night. And yet I met nurses who stayed after hours, counselors who truly cared, volunteers who sat beside me when nobody else was there. I met kind hearts doing their best inside imperfect machinery, trying to build a little shelter in a storm of uncertainty. That's what made it complicated, the thing I couldn't ignore. The villains weren't all villains, the heroes weren't all sure. Most were just exhausted people trying to carry what they could, building little boats of kindness in a rising neighborhood flood. Everybody wants to help me, some for money, some for grace, some because they recognize a little sorrow in my face. And maybe that's the strangest thing after everything I've seen, how often good intentions and self-interest share a scene. Ladies and gentlemen, the Empathy Emporium is now closing. Please collect your projections at the front desk. Any unclaimed diagnosis will be donated to research. And remember, just because someone cannot walk in your shoes does not mean they weren't trying to help tie the laces. Good night, everybody. Drive carefully through the hall of mirrors.